Welcome to Last Night, your official sci-fi recap show. I'm your host Liv Enghill, and I'm joined tonight by famed interstellar explorer, Captain Jack Thorson. Last night was an important night in Nerdvana. The final episode of King of the Nerds aired, and after two more contestants failed challenges, the entire cast gathered Survivor style to vote on who should be king.
Liv, I'm seen, in some circles, as a king myself, so I feel particularly qualified to say who should be called king.
So how does someone qualify to be king?
Well, first of all, you need to be a leader, because kings lead. And you need confidence, because kings are always in the spotlight, and that is not a place for the timid. And finally, a king needs to be a man.
Really? Then how do you feel about the final three in last night's show being women?
Don't get me wrong. I love women, especially nerd women. But have you ever heard of a female king before? A female pope, I've heard of, but not king.
I have heard of it actually. Female kings have been found throughout history, and even in modern times. The female pope was a myth though.
I didn't know that.
Let's move on to comic book men. A wonderful thing they did for their friend Gary Conover, the collector. He needed help paying for his medical bills and the boys set up an auction to sell some very impressive comics.
Very impressive, barely scratches the surface. Not only did they have the 3-issue set of The Incredible Hulk where the character Wolverine made his debut, but they sold several #1 issues of various titles. Stan Lee himself signed some of those comics. Kevin Smith called Conover the king of the Silver Age.
It's interesting they brought out the Wolverine trilogy, because one of the final King of the Nerds challenges was a trivia contest in which they asked which title Wolverine first appeared.
That was a challenge that really separated the wheat from the chaff, as they say. Not knowing where Wolverine made his debut is one thing. But not knowing that Han Solo made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs? It's only one of the more famous and hotly debated goofs in the original trilogy.
I didn't think you were a Star Wars fan.
I'm not, obviously, but that just makes it that much more obvious that Celeste should have known it. It's not like not knowing who created Pong, for example.
I take it you didn't want Celeste to win.
I was rooting for Genevieve actually. I thought she exhibited leadership qualities and compassion for her fellow nerds. Celeste talked about her own growth over the course of the show. Genevieve talked about her castmates, whether it was about working with them or about working against them. She made a better case for herself.
What do you think about TBS airing an interview of Celeste with Conan a full 3 weeks before she was crowned king?
Absolutely ridiculous. Anyone who thought that was a good idea should not be working in television. Just having her on the show was a spoiler. Maybe, if they had had Ivan and Genevieve and Danielle as well, it might not have been so awkward.
Seeing Danielle's reaction to losing kind of makes me think she would not have been receptive to the idea of being on the stage with any of them again.
You may be right.
Thank you for joining me on the show, Captain Thorson.
My pleasure, Liv.
And thank all of you for watching last night.